right. Welcome back to the podcast whose name we mentioned earlier in the episode. We are your hosts. I am Bayani.
And I am 30.
Yes.
And welcome back.
Yeah. We're if it's your first time listening to our podcast, we're actually mga pop culture journalists me. So I specialize in movies, TV, and games.
And same in Bayani, but I'm more on a video game level.
Yeah, gamer
I'm
juga.
adept into that field. I platinumed 30 games on my PlayStation
wow.
4.
I'm so sorry.
I'm very proud of that.
I'm still sorry.
So Bayani, what are we going to talk about this episode?
We have a lot of topics to talk about. Attack on Titan, Godzilla versus Kong. But I think let's go through our smaller news lang sa, and then we'll build up to the bigger things that happened. We were supposed to actually release an episode last week, but we got a Rona scare just in case you were doing your Twitter and IG research.
And I was even here during Bayani's Rona scare. Nagtanaw mig Snyder Cut.
Hey, for all we knew, you gave it to me. Wala lagi ko ba taste after 30 came here.
Wow! Pero kuyawan ko ato, but then again, congrats for being negative.
What would you have done
what
would you have done if we were positive?
I don't know. Do I have to make you pay for damages? Or what? Is that going?
Okay, let's go on with the news. Let's start with Suicide Squad. Kay old na yung trailer ni.
Yeah.
What did you think of the Suicide Squad?
It was very. I enjoyed the trailer. Campy kasi isn't
was
that
it
the
campy?
the direction they're going, kanang ilang costume set, kanang wacky kayo and everything.
Yeah.
James Gunn, he's really into kanang kwan kanyang source material good. Yeah.
Sharp ang contrast niya from the first Suicide Squad, which kind of embraced the pagka-gritty na look sa mga characters. Like Captain Boomerang was called that because it was kind of implied that his costume, that he was some kind of high school na sports hero. And that's why he wears a captain thing on his costume. But now, gi-embrace na nila ang full-on superhero aesthetic. So what are
and ang ilang pagka-indispensable sad, mas kuan sa trailer.
I think obvious naman who's gonna make it to the end and who's not.
Like, i-feel na mo sa kanang character nga cast ba? Kung kasi pinakadako nga top billing sa kuan. Maybe Idris Elba, mabuhi.
Kung kinsa ang naa sa final poster, I can tell na si Idris Elba, Polka Dot Man, si John Cena, si The Ratcatcher,
si Dust Machan, open?
And si,
Dust Machan?
Yeah, si Polka Dot Man, si David Dastmalchian. Yeah. And kanang, I think that's them. And then everyone else in that poster is gamay ra kay sila. So everyone is afraid na ipatay na nila si Captain Boomerang.
Dude, you know what? What if ang funny ni James Gunn kay he would make Captain Boomerang kanang mabuhi gid siya at the end.
Yeah.
Mo twist niya ba nga.
Yeah, na everyone is saying he's gonna die na sure na sila. Because I think even from the first movie pa lang, he was a character that had a lot of potential to be funny. And then wala nila gigamit og tarong. They didn't even he didn't do anything impressive with
not
any
boomerangs. Version, diba? Pati gibit.
Siguro the air version would be different. But
flawed man gid tong air, diba? Like, are we talking about the air Suicide Squad? Mara man, diba? It's the only thing.
Sorry, there's an Ayer Suicide Squad that they want to come out because that wasn't the Suicide Squad, the theatrical. Ayer has already denounced it that's not my version of the movie.
Okay.
That's the studio meddled version ang Ningawas. And my version is the real performance ni Jared Leto and darker nga salida.
So that's why tagan sa naingon nga we need the Ayer cut.
Release the Ayer cut.
And then ang Warner Brothers kay no.
Yeah.
No good. It's a good no.
Yeah. I don't know what they stand to lose from it because Ayer has also said na it's a lot cheaper to produce my cut. You're not gonna need 70 million to finish my thing. And I don't know what's missing, but I know that there was a cut of the movie though that was shown that was really, really dark, accurate to the SDCC teaser. But after the Bohemian Rhapsody teaser came out, gipa-re-edit sa katong studio ang entire movie by the editing company. And but yeah,
really niya no? like naging common ko sa mga DC directors no sa DCEU nga
It's very hard when you're handling these big comic book properties because there's a lot of money on the line. So they have to skirt the kanang is it good for adults but is it good for kids as well? And that's the problem with mayo lang ang Marvel that they were able to like go past, but even I think are you sick of Marvel properties by now?
yeah balik ang like formulaic na kailangan content.
Yeah, exactly.
Pero popcorn naman siya good so I enjoy
Yeah.
it for the sake lang malingaw sad ko
Yeah.
pusil-pusil special effects.
Yeah. But mas maganahan ko na if the movie is actually trying to tell me something na murag mas unique na ba? Like murag a lot of people don't like Man of Steel but nice ang ang direction na gitake ni Snyder na lahi.
There are serious mga themes gid sa DC mga movies. We talked about this sa atong previous episode.
Yeah. And
But we should move on from the
what were we talking about? We were talking about Suicide Squad.
Yeah, interesting in Suicide Squad. There's a like, villain nga starfish, diba?
Yeah. I remember sa cartoon what's it called? The Starro.
Is it Star the Destroyer? It's like
Someone said it was the Conqueror.
The Conqueror, yeah. More siya ganang other Lovecraftian man na siya monster, no?
I know that there's an episode in Batman Beyond where what it does is it goes on faces and then it controls the people that it's like a body snatcher.
Mind control yung powers.
Yeah.
So eventually aning plotting aning Suicide Squad there must nagit tingali ma-manipulate aning member. And then maybe Peter Capaldi's character can
I think Peter Capaldi is just gonna be in it for like one scene lang.
Are you sure?
He's not in the big poster. And then like,
he could be important siya sa plot kay sa Columbia.
He's the thinker.
Yeah, thinker niya. Yeah, mental basta na sila mental battle with Starro or something.
Yeah, siguro.
But I'm not sure if Taika Waititi was supposed to be in this movie,
He was
as a voice.
Yeah,
wala
yeah.
pa kabaw umataw kid sa siya.
Some people thought that he was gonna be King Shark, but apparently King Shark is Sylvester Stallone.
Weird kayo lang casting.
And then the guy who's acting out the body in King Shark is he's one of the Ravagers and Guardians. Katong the fat
Gunn.
Steve Agee.
No, si the other gun.
No, the other gun is the rat guy.
Is it rat catcher?
No. Remember in the scene that there's like some kind of giant rat person that's licking the glass? Mona si Sean Gunn.
I say pangalan niya. Does he have a name? I don't know the rat person.
Oh, I thought you were like, kinsa yung pangalan na ni Ugsoon ni James Gunn? Does he have a name?
Si
Sean Gunn.
The other gun.
I forgot the rat thing's name, but maybe it's a squirrel. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that character is gonna die now. And even to Michael Rooker, si Flula Borg, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like temporary Suicide Squad.
So, like, feel ako sad nga si Taika Waititi is gonna voice Starro.
Siguro, no? That would make sense. And then he's just like, he'll be like his character in Rick and Morty na,
Pinacord na sad.
Wanna build an app?
Wanna conquer the world?
Hey man, you wanna build an app?
Kiwi niya, style.
Yeah, but wala naman siya Kiwi ng accent kato nag-IG-11 siya sa Mandalorian, no? It's like medyo robotic pa to.
Oh yeah. I mean, seryoso so di mo sa to siya kailangan mag-Kiwi ato.
Yeah, siguro.
Why does he need to be Kiwi ato?
Do you know another DC property that Taika Waititi has been in?
No.
He's the best friend ni Ryan Reynolds in Green Lantern.
What? I forgot
Tiny's here as well. Tiny, say hi.
I've just been reacting quietly to everything they've been saying. Like, what?
Info dump. Lore.
Yeah.
Taika Waititi lore.
And it was before he was directing, and then you watch it, and then he's kind of a lame best friend character when Ryan Reynolds is like showing his powers. Now look what I can do, and then Taika Waititi's character has a line where he goes, "Wait a second. Doesn't the hero always get the girl?"
I forgot anything.
You've seen Green Lantern.
Green Lantern. Nakalimot na ko. I'm sorry.
Taika Waititi had a lot of small roles before he boomed.
He was directing Flight of the Conchords before
at the
that.
time. Because he
Sila man to ni Flight of the Conchords with the other guy? What's the name of the
Si
guy?
Jermaine.
Jermaine.
Sila ang nag-direct sa What We Do in the Shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Which
Really-
you should also check out.
Yeah.
Na mockumentary siya but vampires.
Pindot kayo. Like,
Yeah.
New Zealand humor.
But anything else about Suicide Squad? What are your concerns? Like
I'm
anything?
concerned. Ako, I have a few concerns. I'm concerned this is gonna be another Guardians of the Galaxy direction.
Mo.
Like, James Gunn, yan, flow ba? What if this is gonna be the same nga kanang one-liners? I know this is supposed to be a comedy, pero I'm concerned nga, over kayo ang kanang delivery sa kanang funny moments bang
Some people
matabunan ang serious nga.
some people
parts of
think
movie.
na it's gonna be like a mix of Gunn's like two types of careers where he likes really gory B movie stuff and kanang comic book na Guardians.
Hindot siya kay...
Kakita na kag Slither ni James Gunn?
No, isn't bitin-bitin na?
It's like a horror. It's a body horror movie. Na si Nathan Fillion. Have you seen Super ni James Gunn?
No, Super 8.
With Rainn Wilson. Lingaw kayo.
What's
like,
it about?
It's basically like Kick-Ass na si Dwight Schrute from The Office is
ba?
like he decides to become a superhero and then he's just like ano na siya, he's just a regular guy lang. But he becomes the Crimson Bolt and then ang iyang tagline is "Shut up, crime!" And then mangulata siya mga tao and then like after he beats them up he goes "Shut up, crime!" And then mo hawa siya.
And then his sidekick is Juno, and then she
Yeah.
tries to rape him. In
His sidekick is now
Kuya,
Elliot
wala,
Page and then kanang
When did this come out?
2010 man
Oh,
siguro.
during his office days?
Yeah. And lingaw kayo siya, I suggest na it was his movie right before Guardians. And it's violent and then it's like daghan na sad kay siya comic homage. Narag hapon si Michael Rooker.
Yeah, low budget kasi dating.
Yeah. And lingaw kayo.
I'll put it on the list.
Yeah, lingaw. I'll show you the trailer after this.
Okay.
But so far Suicide Squad, things look fine. It was born out of when James Gunn was cancelled bill. Na he got fired
His
for
darkest
those
days.
pedophile tweets daw kuno.
From 10 years ago.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then na-hire siya balik.
And he said sorry for those before they came out. And at the same time, it's humor, mansad. So you have to understand there has to be a different filter for me. So I'm not really angry about it because he's just a dude making jokes.
But jokes about chill. Pero sige na lang. This is another topic for
I know.
another time. Yeah.
It's like humor. But
I'm speaking of Suicide Squad, balik ta kaning kuan. I'm positive nga this is gonna be fun. Kay James Gunn is known to kabaw siya mo handle og ensemble nga cast.
yeah.
So lingaw ni siya, Margot Robbie we're kanang nindot siya nga character, funny tingay ni siya.
Oh, you know what I also love about James Gunn is that complicated kayo ang plots niya, like intricate ang mga plots na like everything that happens from the beginning comes back towards the end and then they all mesh really well. That's what I liked about the Scooby-Doo movie. You know, the first live-action one with Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr. That was
Velma.
that was written by James Gunn. And then I watched it again and it's like, yeah, the humor is really childish, but the plot is very intricate na kanang how they were brought there and then like
On the nose pud sila sa kanang mga drugs and sex, no?
oh yeah.
For a PG-13?
It was supposed to originally be R-rated, and then like murag James Gunn was gonna go full on a pothead si Shaggy, and then he smokes weed with his dog. And
Ito yung tawag sa iyang kuan.
Anza?
Mary Jane?
Oh yeah, si Isla Fisher, mother yung girlfriend nato. It's like Mary Jane. That's like my favorite name.
Like obvious educator.
I only got it na college na ko na. That was a weed joke. But so far things look good. Other things that came out that were revealed. The cast for Obi-Wan Kenobi was revealed. And you know who's in it? Like, who are the biggest names in it?
Biggest names nga ko nakuha nito kay si Obi-Wan
Si Ewan McGregor is coming
and Hayden
back.
Christensen will come back.
Yeah.
Which is really, dako kay siya kay Hayden Christensen is like on a hiatus, di ba?
Yeah, he had
For a long time.
He's one of those actors who had to stop acting after Star Wars because Star Wars fans are the worst.
So imagine if mabalik siya and then matok shit na pud siya kay
No,
kinibatik yung acting.
it's different na this time because the kids loved Hayden Christensen, and I loved Hayden Christensen as a kid.
The kids love Hayden
Even Master Skywalker.
Even the
What are we
younglings.
going to do? And then the thing is, when he was working, all the adults, all the vitriol was like at him. But now that the kids are older now and they can voice out what they loved about him, like more like, oh, okay, I think it's safer not to come back here. But kinda like it took a long way, and it's a good thing he didn't kill himself or anything because his career just went downhill. But it's nice that he's gonna be coming back. A lot of people are hoping na ay mga Clone Wars nga flashback. So Salida, where we actually get to see them in the armor, and then more Jedi shit. But you know who else is coming back? See, Joel Edgerton,
Oh,
Was
he's a
that guy?
hottie.
Isn't that say
Warrior. What else was Joel Edgerton in?
obviously Baby Driver?
Siya may uncle, di ba?
Who's the
Yeah, he's Uncle Owen.
He's Uncle Owen.
Oh, mo
So
ba?
mabalik si Uncle Owen and si Aunt Beru. And we're probably going to see a young Luke
He had
Skywalker.
a few action movies, mo, diba? Joel Edgerton.
He was in that Exodus movie where he was an Egyptian, and then si Christian Bale was Moses.
Oh.
Si Kuan sa ani, si Kumail and Johnny, appeal sa siya.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think Kumail Nanjiani is gonna play? I want him to be an Imperial, and then he's like a sarcastic Imperial.
Pinatay ka Waititi style.
Yeah, but he has that Murag. I think he can be in an Imperial outfit. But if they want him to be like a rebel, it's like, fine.
He's living on a Disney paycheck good, with
There-
Eternals pod coming.
Another Game of Thrones star is in it. Ang katong bana ni Pedro Pascal.
Bana?
Diba si Oberyn Martell man ang katong si Pedro Pascal?
Asawa
Ang
niya.
katong asawa. Bana is not the word.
Male.
Oh, sorry. The
Asawa.
female bana of
Asawa? What the hell ba yan eh?
Asawa day ang Bisaya.
Sige, pa kanan niya, ganun sa Game of
Yeah,
Thrones?
I think Ilaria
Ah,
Sand.
Ilaria Sand.
Yeah, see, Indira Varma is gonna be in it. Yeah, and I don't know who she's gonna play, but I want her to be some kind of like gang leader na woman. That would be cool. Because if there's anything I love about Star Wars, I don't like Jedi anymore. Okay, the Jedi and the Sith, it's like edgelords kind of tend to like go towards them. Kay mga honor kay sila, or I'm so like I need to use the Force. I like the scoundrel characters na the guys who use guns, the guys who fly the ships, the criminals.
Mga background nga mga ano?
Yeah, I like those guys.
I feel like Star Wars lately has been growing towards the gray Jedi kind of movement, or trying to show the in between the lines. Kaya dichotomous man kaya in Star Wars, it's either you're good or you're bad.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like a black and white kind of thing. But like with the introduction of things like The Last Jedi, which was tried to introduce its form of the gray Jedi kunuhay.
Ganahan ko ni Luke Skywalker biya na his lesson was the Force does not belong to the Jedi, and then I was like, oh my god, that sounds so cool. Well, everyone hated, not everyone, just like very loud people hate it. Like the numbers speak for itself. That the consensus is that it's a good movie, but sabak na jud kayo ang mga. Sorry, I don't want to go into
This
it.
is another topic.
This is another episode.
This is gonna take an entire
yeah.
episode.
Who
if
else
we're
is
gonna
in the
talk about
Obi-Wan
this.
cast? The
Benny
kanang-
Safdie is gonna be there. This
Yeah,
guy
he's
is
a director.
Yeah, he's a huge, big director from. If you're familiar with the Robert Pattinson meme, kato nagtindog lang siya sa kitchen. Yeah, that's from his movie Good Time. And also Adam Sandler's latest nga opus niya kay katong Uncut Gems, which is really nice, and you should watch this on if naa mo sa
It was in Netflix. Is
Yeah.
it still in Netflix?
It's still on Netflix.
Inom mo
Exclusive
mga
man siya.
Duha ka cup nga coffee. For ka mo tanawan.
Yeah,
I just know
Okay,
that
para
na
mapuro
siya.
imong
I just
tibuklawas.
know that na siya yung meme where he goes, "Oh shit, I'm gonna come."
Yeah, mo na yung raunchy kayo siya nga dialogue yun. Pero ngayon kay si Adam Sandler at
Playboy star man ang katong iyang girlfriend na actress.
yeah, kasi pangalan to niya gani. She's really
Basta chicks cute to see.
hot kito siya do.
Hindi, ganahan guys si Patrick ato.
Kasi pangalan to niya. I forgot her name.
Basta kitirahan siya ni The Weeknd.
Oh, who the fuck is The Weeknd? This guy's a piece of shit.
Stupid.
He looks stupid.
As per Taco Cat, I hate The Weeknd.
Yeah. So yeah, the cast of Obi-Wan is interesting.
O'Shea Jackson.
Isa na.
Anak ba na ni Ice Cube?
Oh, mana siya.
O'Shea Jackson Jr.? Oh shit, Little Ice Cube is gonna be in Obi-Wan's.
Little Ice Cube.
And
Ice
see,
Cube left.
si Tokyo Drift is also gonna be in
Yeah.
it. See,
Is it si Han? Si Han?
Han, I
Yeah.
think. Is it that not Solo? Rupert Friend. Who is that guy?
He's a friend.
Yeah, he's not a Rupert enemy.
Isn't there another actor nga Rupert Fiend? Son?
I don't know.
Oh.
I know there's a Rupert Everett.
No, seryoso,
But I
lot
think
of-
I've seen this guy in another actress that we saw. See, Moses Ingram, who was the black friend in Queen's Gambit.
Kinsa gina siya?
The black friend in Queen's Gambit.
The Black Friend?
Katong friend niya sa orphanage.
Oh yeah! Wow!
Yeah, she's gonna be in it.
Dude, I like her character atong Queen's Gambit.
No.
Kangen ka siya to. Like, strong ka siya to nga women.
People are guessing that she's gonna be a Jedi because when she shared the announcement, her caption was "I play with lightsabers," and then
Anyone could play with lightsabers. Like,
yeah, I play with my lightsaber every day. Right.
What lightsaber we're talking about?
You know, mo extend siya, and if when it's done, mo deflate.
Okay. Does it light up?
Some think that she's gonna be young Ahsoka, but I don't
Young
think
Ahsoka?
I don't think she looks like Rosario Dawson at all. And if you do, I think if you do cast her as young Ahsoka, it's gonna be like, what? So all black people look the same. She clearly doesn't look like Rosario Dawson. I'm completely fine if she's her own Jedi character. Like malingaw ko Jedi na may afro siguro.
Kapoy
Whoa.
na ko.
What? She has an
Whoa.
afro. Her hair is curly. Oh, whoa!
Wait,
wow.
are you implying nga tanan na lang joke? Anyway.
No, she had an afro in Queen's Gambit.
What are we expecting in Obi-Wan, man? What story are we looking
It's gonna be the in-between of A New Hope and Revenge of the Sith. And people thought that it was just gonna be Obi-Wan sa Tatooine, but the big reveal was that Vader is also gonna be in the series. So it's gonna show Vader trying to hunt Obi-Wan.
So we're gonna see a modern battle in Nilando, huh?
Yeah,
With
siguro.
Hayden Christensen and
Yeah,
Obi-Wan.
it's gonna be
Nice.
interesting.
Are we gonna see action scenes with Uncle Owen?
I don't know, because Uncle Owen's character is mostly just like, ayaw na sa pag-adventure look.
Sunugon lang siya.
Just be in the front. In A New Hope, when Uncle Owen is always, he doesn't want Luke to go near Obi-Wan. It's like, marag, why, Uncle Owen, did he touch you?
Maybe dire, taganin
But
like
ang character ni Owen is that he doesn't want Luke messing around with Obi-Wan. And we could see in the story ngano. Kaha. And then it's probably because he doesn't want Luke to end up like how the rest of the Jedi ended up. But this series is gonna come out maybe 2022 pa. Kaya na pa yung Book of Boba Fett. And the next year probably is the Cassian Andor series.
How about katong The Bad Batch na lang? Saan to?
That's animated. It's gonna come out in May.
So it's different. Are they siya kuan?
For me,
Same
it's
universe
like,
naman.
if you like the animated material, it's fine. But ako, like,
Mubalik man
subpar
sila.
kayo pa rin ako on Clone Wars.
Dahil ka magmubalik sa The Bad Batch, di ba? Even si Fennec Shan,
Yeah, si Mulan is coming back. Si Rex is gonna come back.
Rex, ano gina?
Si
Rex.
Captain Rex, ang captain ni Anakin sa 501st. And the Bad Batch is basically, I think they're all voiced by the same person, si D. Bradley Baker, who voices all of the clones. So
you
it
could
wouldn't
say-
be a stretch to just bring back that character.
So, dako kuan, but the Star Wars nga universe rin kay, it has a huge potential na sad, no? Ibalik na sad.
For what?
So, more na sad sila, wala na sila nag-movies rin ba? They're trying to go
Oh
sa
yeah, because
television.
they can't movies, and the thing about the movies is that grabe ang vitriol sa mga fan base, and
It's been divisive. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
keyword.
Nagpahuway
divisive.
sa sila sa kay more grabe.
they had to because actually ano ang promise nila for one movie a year. It was kind of, even though if you did like Rogue One, and I really like Solo, but grabe ang behind the scenes na problems ato nila because these are very big movies. So ang mahitabo ana is that the moment that they get into a problem, like for example magano sila sa director, they have to rush it na, and then there's no room for error because this movie needs to come out in a schedule.
So, ma-generic ko ano nun siya.
So, ang mahitabo ana is that they dig themselves into holes, and then they had to replace the director sa Rogue One towards the end because they couldn't cut the final scene though. And though it ended up good and Gareth Edwards is still there, there's a lot of kanang hush-hush na stories na he was actually fired.
Naging behind the scenes.
And katong
nga.
si Phil Lord and si Chris Miller
Oh,
na
yeah.
they were originally directing Solo, and then they got fired like way into production.
Lahat naman, so it's the same with Marvel man, di ba?
Yeah.
Na there's always creative differences sa director na maglalis din
studio.
But so far, Marvel hasn't had a story where... Siguro the only story where Marvel fired a director is kanang si...
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Kana lang, si Edgar Wright.
Edgar Wright.
Kaya, the thing with the studio mong good is like Lucasfilm has Lucas story, the storyboard, the story writers like si Pablo Hidalgo.
Yeah, the Lucasfilm
They
story
have
group.
The story group, they have an overall, they have a tone, and if the directors don't follow that tone, then they get booted out. Because see, Phil Lord and what is his name? Phil
Chris
Lord
Miller?
and Chris Miller.
Yeah.
They
Phil
wanted
Lord.
they wanted to make it really raunchy and really funny. Like they wanted to make it their brand. Na
Yeah,
kaning-
and na daw siya
Ina-
pag-meta. Because these are the guys who directed 21 Jump Street.
and the Lego
movie.
The Lego movie. So kaning they wanted to make something new, but Lucasfilm didn't want it. So
Ano ka?
Yeah, so that they decided to replace them along with Ron Howard. Because there was a lot of hype though on the solo script because it was written by Lawrence Kasdan, and then it's like it was a definitive na Star Wars na anything you love about Star Wars na yun, na. But since si Lord and Miller decided to go the story around it is that they decided to go like off script and then pa-improv sila. And I think it's hard to do improv with a property like Star Wars na heavily curated siya, and like there is a specific formula to it or a specific rules na specific aesthetic. Well, and then they got removed, and that's the one thing na naano ko ni Kathleen Kennedy na I think there's a lot of people who like to blame her for shit, but I think that's too much. But the fact na nawagtang si Lord and Miller is like, I'm curious what happened there kung kinsa jud ang naisalaan na, because said si Colin Trevorrow was fired from episode 9. And then when you read the script that he had, it was like
Much better.
This is much better than
Much
Rise
better
of
than-
Skywalker, which we can talk about another time.
In another time.
But Obi-Wan 2022 pa na, we'll have a lot of time to speculate about it and a lot of more reveals. Let's keep going down this list now. You build up na to Attack on Titan.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, looking forward to it.
While we're still doing the Star Wars thing, let's get Knives Out of the way. Gipalit siya sa Netflix, Knives Out 2 and 3.
So it's gonna continue the story of
Si...
who's the guy?
What's yung pangalan? I just remember that I thought
James
na
Bond?
silly sounding kayo ang pangalan ni Daniel Craig in the movie.
Sige, pangalan niya. I forgot.
Benoit Blanc.
Oh, yeah.
Benoit
Daniel?
Blanc.
Benoit Blanc? Benoit Blanc?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
So at least
we don't
kani-
have a researcher person. Tiny.
I'm sorry.
Na mga phone dira.
Pero muna siya, and then I think hagapon yung mga investigation nga po niya, nga kung
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
gapon. Like I like this if they're gonna keep the same quality. Kay Ryan Johnson is gonna direct man gihapon the two movies.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be 2 and 3 coming soon.
And it's gonna be... Ang ako lang issue is like, I actually wanted to see it in a theater. But if we're not gonna be in a theater until, I don't know,
Makaabot ting ito.
2023 pa
I think I'm
siguro.
hopeful for
Yeah.
we
After
might
election
get-
season.
Oh fuck. Election season.
Shit.
Ibargain ta nino nga
That's
kuna
where-
or vote nako.
But if it's gonna be on Netflix, it's gonna be okay, I guess. I'd still watch it.
Or they could also make a cinematic release man if ganahan sila.
A lot of people are hoping that they bring Adam Driver back, and then si
Adam Driver?
Adam Driver, si Kylo.
Yeah, not siya sa Knives Out 1.
No, but they want him to work with Rian
Wait,
Johnson
okay,
again.
they're working together right? Gihapon.
Yeah, and
Sa una.
like, hey, a short tangent on Adam Driver. Diba nag-HBO Go ko for Snyder Cut, and then like I have one more month of it that I paid for. Like, have you seen Adam Driver in Girls?
Wala.
Ka-show ni Lena Dunham. Grabe kayo ka earnest to see Adam
What's
Driver
it?
in
Unsa
Girls.
day? Unsa siya ni nga character?
Adam Driver is basically like some kind of buff booty call ni sa lead character, and then boyfriend bang status ni Atonist.
Moral.
No. And then like basta in every scene he's in, he's actually just always in his apartment, and then iuton niya si Lena Dunham. And then like he's
So
a very
boy toy ra siya.
he's a very kanang psycho kayo siya mang have sex, like he likes choking her, and then like murag nasty kayo si Adam Driver magstorya, and like you can imagine that this is how Kylo Ren has sex now if you watch Adam Driver. And it's like, oh, I want to cover you in cum and bring you to your... And then I want you to go visit your parents covered in my cum. And then, like, grabe kayo siya ka-sick na person. But I can say na prime Adam Driver siya because he's like young and then he's like cute and then bodybuilder ang young character so like nice kayang lawas ni Adam
Swole
Driver.
siya ni di.
You can understand the kanang tangent ni John Oliver where he keeps calling Adam Driver a big buffalo man na kanang murag so strong and sturdy Adam Driver beefcake.
Do you remember in The Last Jedi where he took off his shirt?
Yeah, that gained a lot of meme
Oh,
content
si
sa
Ben
internet.
Swolo.
You didn't swoon over it, 30?
No.
You didn't drool over it?
No.
Like, "Argh."
Pero I want that body. I want that body.
Tiny is a Raylo manggod.
Oh, Relo, di ka nga kuhan.
Yeah. Oh my,
Yeah.
it's the new Century Zutara.
How many fanfics did you read, man?
Oh no, sorry. I'm a purely Zutara fanfictionist.
Wow.
Gross.
Yung pala yung gamay there na.
Good for you. But yeah, muna ko masuggest if Raylo ka, check out Adam Driver in Girls. He's super fun in it, and the show itself I think is a kind of new kind of Sex in the City. I haven't seen Sex in the City, but I assume it's about
haven't
girls
seen it.
who are just like
Kung mga
living
atira
life.
kita, ano.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Knives Out, and then this is one more thing. George R. R. Martin is gonna be developing a play on Broadway.
good luck sa Winds of Winter. It's never gonna come out.
I don't think na it helps if we just keep asking him for release dates. I think better na lang na kalimta na lang na ni mo na yung gisuwat.
Aside from that play, didn't he recently sign into HBO as
Exactly.
the writer?
Isn't this
It's
the
so
one?
weird na he signed an eight-figure deal with HBO
As
for
a content writer, as a script writer, I think.
a developer.
He's he's trying to make excuses good not to write Winds of Winter.
Exactly. Na
What, like,
pandemic na lang, and then
what did she-
the first thing that fans were like saying is like, you better finish it now, George R. R. Martin.
Like, wag siya plano mo human na lang tingali, no? Feel ako mahadlok siya sa ending yan eh.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want kanang people to be disappointed sa kung kuha na nga. Might be the same sa kang the ending of version.
But he has the benefit.
Mo gito nga ito ending ni D&D, no? Ang iya ha?
No, what if?
Yeah.
Manang hadlok kayo siya magpagawa sa iha. Ako bitaw.
No, yeah. Everyone is angry,
Ako ang plot.
but kanang George R. R. Martin gave his ending to D&D, and then it was kamo na bahala how you get there, but that's the planned ending. And
So there's no time
sakto
travel?
naman sad, like I can understand the ending niya, but it didn't deserve it because paspas kayo siya sa Game of Thrones.
This is also a cause
It's
for
like
concern.
what needs a Snyder cut.
Beto,
Season 8.
Well, it's like
Give
Snyder
us the-
Cut had too much time, whereas Game of Thrones season 8 was like, Jesus Christ, they were gonna give you 3 more seasons. Like,
the Martin cut.
yeah, and ang samo ko yung D&D kay they stopped it so that they can work on Star Wars, and then while they had their Star Wars deal, they signed a deal with Netflix, so they left Star Wars. And I'm like,
And funny thing is, kay fireman sila, mo sila left.
ang ano?
Ang D&D.
Ang Star Wars? Oh yeah, I think yeah.
They were fired.
Oh yeah,
Kay
yeah,
kabaw
I
sila
think
sa,
you're right.
sa controversy behind it. Good. And funny thing is about D&D side, kay they're gonna direct sa katong Netflix nga new show based on the book that I just discussed ninyo katong The Three Body Problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Science fiction is siya nga kanang Chinese.
Chinese.
Written, and it's a huge science fiction kuan kay award-winning gani siya. Nakadaog man siya Nebula tingali.
Yeah.
Or Hugo, I don't know. And sila mo adapt. Which I'm hopeful kaya everyone's saying man daw nga D&D kabaw sila mo adapt og book
Na existing na.
existing material na compared sa
If
itong
they
Game of
come up
Thrones
with their
karon nga clusterfuck na kay no, wala na may kuan.
Nabiya sila
Wala kasi
credits
reference
sa Wolverine na X-Men Origins
Yeah,
Wolverine.
he was writing. Si Kuaman, the other D was writing the script sa kuan man.
Yeah.
Logan, the Wolverine Origins.
Yeah.
Maong bati sa kayto. But then again, inot sa kayto ang I mean, concerned ko sa direction aning The Three Body Problem if sila sadang mo direct.
Okay.
Per Netflix pa siyang show, so low budget na ngayon eh. But I really hope nindot ni. Kaya they know how to adapt man.
Hopefully.
Is
I don't have you read The Third Body Problem?
Yeah, I finished the entire trilogy. Which
Mao?
I recommend it babasa mo if interested mo kanang if you're
Science fiction.
yeah, science fiction like Interstellar
Mm.
or Arrival or anything first contact with the aliens nga mo make sense. Dili siya kanang annoy isikay nga kanang uyab na mo wala na.
Is it anything like your previous title?
The what?
The time I got reincarnated as a podcast intro.
Well, yeah, dito to siya.
Probably not. Anyway, about ang katong playday ni George R. R. Martin, it's based on the Tourney in Harrenhal. You know what happens there? Sa lore niya.
Wala. I haven't read the books.
Mao.
So, crucify me for that.
That's okay. Like, di ko mang haters or anything. There's a guy in the books called Lemon Cloak na yellow yung cloak kay ihian niya permi. But the play is going to be based on the tourney at Harrenhal, and it's going to bring back a lot of characters na it's right before Robert's Rebellion. So, mabalik si Ned Stark, si Jaime Lannister, na si Rhaegar Targaryen, Lyanna Stark, and si Robert Baratheon.
But this is not gonna be the same actors, no?
Dili
Broadway
siguro.
version.
Yeah, it's a Broadway version.
Broadway
so it's like Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And
Are
I
we
don't
gonna
think-
talk about that?
No. But kanang the thing that happens in the tourney at Harrenhal, that's where I think Rhaegar falls in love with Lyanna, and then dira makonsummate si Jon Snow. And dira asad ang katong si Rhaegar, the scandal in it was that he was supposed to name a queen of love and beauty, and wife man niya si Elia Martell. And instead of giving that queen status to Elia Martell, gihatag niya to Lyanna Stark, which was scandalous because Lyanna was betrothed to Robert Baratheon.
So, ma-air niya siya sa kuan?
It's gonna be on Broadway, so ang mahitabo ana, like siguro it's gonna be some kind of they'll adapt it into a TV special at some point.
Okay.
If they're gonna make a bunch of Game of Thrones.
So,
shit.
good luck, Game of Thrones fans. If hopeful ba mo sa future, ani?
No.
Or nag-copium lang mo?
Yeah, it's young pa kayo ang mga characters on it. It's like Ned Stark is supposed to be 18 in the time of the play. But yeah, we'll
When
see.
is this coming out?
There's no release date yet, but we know that it's happening, and Martin is involved with the story.
Busy. Speaking of George R. R. Martin, said he's also busy with another project. Said
Doug Hunt.
sa video gaming realm.
Oh, really? Video
He's working
games?
with Hidetaka Miyazaki. Are
Who's
you
that?
familiar with Dark Souls or in Bloodborne?
Yes.
That guy.
I don't play it, but
Yeah, considered
know
as
of
one
it.
of the best video games of all time.
uh-huh.
Who kuan kanang Bloodborne and Dark Souls, it coined a new genre yun for gaming.
Yeah, the
Called
Souls-like.
Souls-like.
What is that? What is that?
Kinda ganing when you die.
They're really hard.
Really hard genre. It's a really hard genre in gaming. A
And
journalist can't even finish.
The only people who are impressed are other gamers.
Journalists like 30 with a platinum and
I platinum Bloodborne.
Okay.
But anyway, moving kana sila Hidetaka Miyazaki is kinda busy with working with George R. R. Martin writing the upcoming game Elden Ring. Kuan kana siya kanang ang direction do ni George R. R. Martin ani kay mo siya Nordic ni siya nga themes. Following nagkuha sila inspiration ni Tolkien sad sa iyang Lord of the Rings. So Elden Ring nya medieval day, maybe magic is involved na sa dani. But nobody knows unsa ni, but it's the most anticipated game. Work na siya sa top number 1 tingali if you're gonna ask someone unsa lang most anticipated game in the next few years.
Okay.
Aside sa God of War 2 or
It will probably work
Horizon
for a trailer, I guess.
yeah. Na trailer and there are leaks but dili siya trailer lang. More
This,
teaser lang
this
ba?
isn't based on any existing lore right now, right?
No. Kana si Miyazaki, that Japanese guy, he makes his own lore good. And the thing about kanang mga Dark Souls or in Bloodborne kay kaning games there's no story ba nga linear. You had to like find out the story yourself. Kay the entire world is given to you naman on a silver platter na. So nakita na kag tower or castle nga nasunog. And you find out na yung mga lore books that sa kilid nga ma-drop. Like Skyrim ba? Nga kanang kita na kag fortress nga naguba or skeleton nga kuan.
Sounds like The Witcher. Where you have to do a lot of reading.
But Witcher has dialogue.
Yeah.
So kaning Elden Ring, kaning mga Miyazaki nga games kay you're there fighting a boss for like 100 times patyon ka pirmi, and when you finish it makarealize ka nga holy shit siyam nito mo cleric atong naghimo ning dragon di ani ana ba.
Wow.
Okay, it builds its own lore and yan kamo ra say mo piece kana sa pieces ba mo pick up sa pieces, which is really nice. And also speaking of video games, are we gonna talk about your favorite game right now, Bayani?
It's not my favorite game.
no, he picks it over his girlfriend.
We'll build up to it. It's not big news right now. But I guess we already covered a lot of our small news na. let's talk more about Attack on Titan
yeah.
and our other topics after this break.
Okay.
Lingawa aning podcast, uy. Pero usahay, gimingaw man ko anang lokal nga Cebuano music. Asa man ko makadungog ana? Pia?
Check out our friends from Pawn Records and Pawn Press, who recently migrated their local goods, music, and literature to online shopping channels Lazada and Shopee.
Lingawa ba sa aning spirals o burbs?
Support your favorite local authors, artists, and musicians. Score their books as well as physical releases. 60% of the profit will go directly to the authors and artists. Don't want to pay online? The good news is you can order these items via COD. So check out shopee.ph/pawnpress and lazada.com.ph/pawn-press now.
And that's it for our break.
Yeah, we're back.
Or was it a technical
No.
technical difficulty?
Sige. Magano na ta? Let's
Let's
get
move
into our big thing. I'm sorry, because you're the one who watches this. Come on, Ernest, watch it.
Yeah.
Attack
We're
on
gonna
Titan.
talk about Attack on Titan, the finale sa anime. So, what do I think about it, man?
Let me.
What do I go on?
Sige, I'll just smile and nod. That sounds nice.
And si Ernest said, concerned sa siya kay ba't kuan weird ang pagkaputol sa anime.
Set the
Compare-
asa naman ta pag abot sa finale? Where are we now?
It's like layo pa kayo sa actual part sa manga, which if you're really interested na in Attack on Titan, invested na kayo mo, mga listeners, you should mga listeners at tayo mura magka ng radyo.
Duhara sila.
Aduhara. Our two listeners, you should read the manga if you're not into it na. Because the finale karon, it's building up to an even larger arc sa story, which is really fucked up na.
So done naman ang manga. The manga is done.
Yep.
So let's say if 100% ang manga, asa naman ang anime ron? Dapita. Which percent loading?
70%?
Oh, so layo pa di kayo.
70. Kay
But the season is done. Ang finale mo na ang inyong pasabot.
the anime, kay everyone's talking about this, man. Good. Ano sa anime?
I think clickbait siya pagka-name nga final season and they cut it in half. So final season
That's
siya,
like Game
part
of
1
Thrones.
day.
Bullshit.
Kay kuan man ni Attack on Titan, ang kaninga type sa format nila kay there's a part 1 and part 2 man.
Na final season.
There's an actual season like season 4, but they cut it into different parts. Kay animation is very kanang kapoy side.
Yeah.
Expensive. So
Only these Japanese know how to do it.
No, there have been a lot of outsourcing in Korea now.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Legend of Korra was animated in Korea and a lot of Cartoon Network shows.
Does it really?
Hindi mo po na siya anime technically, di ba?
Oh,
Cartoons.
this is a debate na sad. Are we gonna talk about this?
Let's go back to Attack on Titan. So, ano na yung thoughts?
Yeah, so far Attack on Titan kanang dako jud kay siya impact sa anime community ron. Like I'm not saying grabe na kito nga take, pero it's huge karon kay it introduced a lot of things sa kanang greeting story arcs kanang.
Do you read the manga? Do you follow the manga?
Yeah, I've read the manga. And recently rasad ko na fan kay I noticed the traction sa social media, nadasa ko sa hype. Camera sa ko going. Kay everyone's saying man daw nga this is just like Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
I know this is a
asking
very
that. Like,
comparison.
Is it the new Game of Thrones of anime? Why?
A lot of people
Depende sa last season.
depende sa last. Depende. This last kay kaning Attack on Titan run, this is gonna end next week na jud. Like the entire story is gonna end next week sa manga.
How many? But 70% pa man ka siya. But
yeah,
it's
sa
gonna...
anime.
Okay.
It's been 70% sa anime pa.
But
And
the
they're gonna
manga
have-
is gonna end.
Yeah,
na.
and na. Last na yun sa manga, like the final episode, chapter 139, this next week. So, mo ni maka-make or break sa Attack on Titan. This is gonna be like the Game of Thrones season 8.
Do you think na it's properly building up to a proper ending?
So far, ang internet o ang kanang mga Attack on Titan community concerned sila
No.
kay how are they gonna wrap up
The
in one
entire thing.
chapter.
Isa na lang po.
Nga grabe na kito ang last chapter pa lang gani, which I'm not gonna go into spoiler territory. Pero grabe to siya. Like, how is this guy gonna end on one chapter lang? Basin makuan na ni ba ka
Maybe
na?
it's gonna be like a murag...
Si Eren, ingon na lang mo nga, ikaw na like king sa Westeros, Eren. Wala ni.
It's like, why did you think I came all this way?
Yeah, no. That's gonna be shit good. Pero everyone's hopeful nga this guy, si Isayama, will give a good ending. Pero back to the Game of Thrones.
Is this his first series, bro?
No, there's a lot. Naghan siya projects before. Naghan siya mga projects which I'm not really familiar sad. Pero this is his first project nga kanang
Ni Boom Jud.
ni sikat yung mayo and then mature jud ni siya nga themes ba compared
Okay.
sa yung other nga topics.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I'm not really confident sad kay kabasa siyang other works.
Yeah. So, I was reading the manga for like a couple of volumes and then I just gave it up na lang kay I got exhausted.
You should
But
continue.
we have someone here on the table who's actively hating on it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Why
it's
do you-
not Claymore apparently.
Why do you hate Attack on Titan, Miss Tiny?
Yeah.
Maybe like, why do you like Attack on Titan?
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people like
Okay,
Attack on Titan.
maybe the thing is, maybe you should convince me to try to watch it.
Okay, I'm not sure if I can convince you, pero
How long have you been into Attack on Titan?
months.
Months pa
This
lang.
pandemic lang ako nag-start.
Mo?
Because
Isa siya sa mga perfect pandemic nga animes po.
Ano
If
ba?
I may
ironic
say so.
sa kayo, no?
Why? Why?
Ano may kay
Kay na siya walls,
Wall.
na siya kanang
Wow.
inherent threat from the outside,
Oo.
na siya kanang kanang
Xenophobia?
Oh, xenophobia.
xenophobia. Nasa chicken ng fascist nga themes.
Mm.
Just,
So grabe siya mo resonate sa mga tao sa Pilipinas siguro
We
and
have
the world.
to build a wall.
So kana for me dako kay na siya nga draw sa kuan.
Nga na damang
we've been
ka,
watching
Ernest.
since
mauna reason nilang kita tao mo tanaw.
Lalo na damang ka, Ernest. Ikaw man ang pinaka, if it's popular, I hate it.
okay ba nga nagsugod na migtanaw Attack on Titan 2013 sa pinaka original nga House Guapo 1.
Oh?
Nagtanaw ba dyan dito?
Oh, okay.
Katong
I can,
TV nga gamay,
I can understand
kaya nung
your
dugato.
brother watching it, but you, Kuya EJ,
We can understand.
you Evangelion
We
purist,
can understand King Dick watching it. The biggest dick in Cebu City.
Dili si King Shark.
King Dick.
Pero nindot man siya. Nindot siya og kanang ang kanapod na siya dako kay siya og scope sa kanang karon bitaw nga popular culture nga if you would miss it kay dako kay kag part nga kanang di ka included ba.
I'm fine.
Which goes
Ganyan
for
ang
you.
FOMO said, no?
I could say na marag, when I was reading it, the story is definitely not kanang typical nga anime na there's a group of friends and then afterwards they fight another group of bad guys and one by one. And there's a big mystery to it na makaingon ko and then
That's
like
the part nga na hook jud ko sa story to begin with. That lingering mystery ba nga. Where does this, how many mga Titan gikan?
yeah.
Like,
Because
unsa man niyang outside the wall?
They seem like animals or but at some point it's going to be like you understand that no, these things can also think and then they're purposeful ang ilang pag-attack sa mga humans.
I think like for me, kay naanad man ko og basa og mga seinen na manga and they have like it's not the first seinen manga to tackle kanang mga like racist themes, like real bloody gore and kanang mga. So I'm not that impressed with it. I think like if you get into Attack on Titan, like siguro like you get wowed by it because it's different from regular anime na shonen.
Yeah.
Shonen versus seinen.
Marag, it's different from the usual popular shonen like Naruto.
This is not
or Dragon
driven
Ball.
by friendship ba ya? Na kanang, I'm gonna save everyone! Friends me! Ano ba?
I think this is one of the first seinen anime na nahimo jud siya kaning
Mainstream.
mainstream. Kasi
Mainstream,
seinen
yeah.
anime doesn't get into the mainstream like
Na
pop
kanang
culture.
mga unique dark
Ano ka,
stories.
Nga ni ko amigid siya ni boom siya, no? Kuya okay siya nga.
Maybe because
Possibility,
the anime audience is already growing na sad. So like you could say that the kids who grew up watching anime nag-consume na sad sila anime ra gihapon, so that's why mas daghan na ang mga fans makatanaw ana as compared to sa una na murag anime is kind of you outgrow it and then like you stick to Dragon Ball lang or something and then generally pang bata na siya.
Yeah, ang audience po dani kay nag-expect sila nga mature na pud ba to understand the themes aning Attack on Titan.
I think kay daghan man gud sa mga fans sa Attack on Titan kay mga shonen fans. Yeah, so kaning it's really new to them.
Na I would imagine na kanang murag yawa namatay ra to siya nga friend ba nang to.
Yan naman say kanang mga people na mga shonen, I think shonen sana sila nga. Mo take sila sa moral lesson sa Attack on Titan in the wrong way ba? Nga, there's an arc karon sa Attack on Titan nga divisive kayo. Kanang Eren Yeager, the main character, wants to kuan man daw. Wants to
Without
He
spoiler
wants to
alert.
be the
Without
very
spoiler
best.
alert,
Pero nasa goal na kanang
skip lang mga 5 minutes after this.
Ganaan niya i-destroy ang usag goal ni Attack on Titan ni kuan ron sa manga ni Eren.
Eren?
Ay sa anime, I mean.
Sa anime currently kay appeal sila sa katong
Jaegerists
nga plan to sa tawag kaning
Overthrow? Or kuan ng Eldian race. Mas powerful sila.
The Eldians are the Titans.
Yeah, Eldians are us. Ay silang Eren. Everyone living inside the walls are Eldians. Let's say
Okay.
they're Jews.
Oh.
Okay, mama
Right.
na, just the direction.
Jewish.
Jewish. That's the direction they're going, man. Jud.
Okay.
Kay
So it's really a Nazi thing na ano.
Kay ang iyang themes pud karon kay ang murag karon ay lang that thing kay what if the Jewish people decided that
they fight
they
back.
were
The what? What if they were the Attack on Titan all
Evil?
along?
They were evil?
What?
Pwede sa nga, they could give up
Messed up, ka-fucked up lasad ka
a
ng
new
metaphor
version,
na
yeah.
the Jews are the ones in the
What
walls
if
but
the
yet
Jewish-
they are the evil one. Okay.
Or what if they can fight back ba? Nasa lay powers day, makakaaway day. What if makaitan day ang Jews? But anyway, that's not a
Ka-weird
that's a
I
ang
bad
nila.
kuan.
think murag Zeke to siya nga kuan nga version of sabot
Nga, ansa?
nga kanang iyang gi-view ang ilang existence as pain ba.
Oh, yeah. Si
Wow.
Zeke, kay, he has a plan, diba, to
Mana akong pasabot nga plan.
euthanize everyone. Pero Eren, kay, wala pa
wala pa gigawa sa anime mo.
Is Eren like a chosen one ba na character?
No. Tragic siya nga hero nga, hindi da, mo siya si Shinji.
Mana ba?
Get in the damn
That's how you like
Titan,
him?
Eren.
Nasa, for some reason, nasa similarities ang Evangelion o Attack on Titan.
How so?
Kay, troubled protagonist. Pressured
Wait,
siya.
is he
Like
like
his
Shinji?
father.
Father pa, Jud.
Is he as whiny as Shinji? Is he as whiny as
So good.
Shinji?
That's so good. Pero ni-grow man, the thing nga kanino sa Attack on Titan, kini-grow ang characters over the years. Unlike sa Evangelion nga, nagbalik-balik
Maldita
pa sila.
naghihapon si
Asuka
Asuka.
is still, one. So, tawag ka ng, what do you call ka ng babae nga?
Tsundere.
Tsundere, yeah.
Chun
I think Asuka is definitive tsundere man sad. But, you know.
quintessential Tsundere.
What else are you? Ano sa Attack on Titan? Any concerns? I liked it kay it's kanang
You
i-share siya og theme sa Game of Thrones nga I never knew nga mo din na mahitabo kanang akong prediction sa Game of Thrones nga wow, pwede mo make sense sa Attack on Titan. Nga there's a huge kanang conspiracy involved outside the walls
How
similar
many-
sa Game of Thrones. Pero they executed it well. Pero naman sa issues ang Attack on Titan sa writing sa
I don't like, personally, I don't like the character design.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tanaw
That's a
sa
concern.
sa anime if kana nibasa ra ka sa manga.
I don't like. I think like
Yeah,
I appreciate.
Batigid kay pagka-drawing sa so good.
Ang ako rin ma-appreciate sa design is that the monsters look really interesting. Na murag deformed human sila and some of the titans are muscle based ang ilang kanang itsura, which is really like fascinating to look at.
I'm not particularly
But
fond of the blocky.
The design of the characters and then the murag kanang they all seem very lanky or kanang I don't and the rangers ba ang tawag nila kanang mga the scouts. Bati kayo ang ilang half jacket uy na kanang high boots.
Wow, fashion police.
I don't like it. It's not ew.
Primitive ba na sila nga society dira inside the wall?
Wow, so inga na sa ng costume
Wala
nila
sila
in
influence sa
medieval.
media. Like,
Wala sila.
Kasi moingon nila nga.
Wala sila fashion police.
Kabatian ang vest.
No, nag-high boots man mo.
You know.
Nay Gucci dira, wala man.
Pero pag makuha na ni Eren ang drip, unsa man na.
Oo. Wala, grabe na kayo na. Igakuan niya. Ang mga scouts, the Eldians are gonna be the most kanang swag na kay sa tanan.
But manga-wise, worth it pag kaayo ang
yeah.
kanang mag-follow nimo.
Kay it sticks to the actual kuan man jud. Kanang one by one gid sila nga comparison mga pareha gyud. Nay mga added gamay. And also there's a kuan sad kanang issue with animators pod aning Attack on Titan. Kay ang original Attack on Titan kay it's developed by another studio man.
Okay.
Pila na ka studio so far gani?
Ako na recall
Upat no, tulo.
ang Attack on Titan. I can't say for sure pero ang remember na kay Wit Studio man tong first and then karon kay Mappa na. Mappa man ang more pinakagrabe king kana ganing backlash run for some reason nga mo talk shit man sila na animation nga it's
Well, there's been an
difficult to
issue
begin
of
with.
animation that animators are
Being
not fairly
underpaid.
compensated for their work.
Oh yeah, it's a different topic and
Okay.
labor issues. Pero kanay
Okay.
kay ang mga fans manggod nga mo toxic kay banga nganong bati mga ni pag-animate si Kuan, si Guy. Nya, there's this one panel nga si Mikasa kay more siya lucky.
I think I saw that.
And then
That was
everyone
going
was
around.
like nag-rage gid silang tanan nganong why does Mikasa look like a boy? Pero nasa laing panels ang kanang Mappa, the same studio who drew that. Nga, si Mikasa na ay kanang lubot niya ba nakita ganyang thickness ba. Nga, sila kani simps sila over it. Weird ganing mga kuan nga anime mga fans.
You either die
The hero.
or live long enough to see yourself become a simp.
A simp. Pero yeah, Attack on Titan is interesting. So anything else?
How many episodes na ang anime?
Dagko na kayo. I can't 60?
Oh, that's
70 na.
70 something.
That's not too long.
But I wonder how do you stop people like me from getting exhausted from watching it?
There's a good straightforward man ang story good. And nakalimot ninyo if mo apas mo run kay you're given everything na.
I
So
don't
you don't have
na
to,
mo everything else to enjoy.
I still have a lot of stuff
You
to
don't
read
have to
bitaw when I stopped. I was just annoyed na lang ko na Layo sa reveal aning kinsa man yung unggoy nga Titan eh.
There's even the basement if no wala ka mo kakuha na katong basement yun yung unlock. Wala pa
I
ka
have
na
no
no.
idea. It's just that the last thing I know is there's a big furry Titan and
Yeah.
apparently it's smart. And then
Monkey.
Monk.
Monk.
big monk.
Accept monk.
And are we gonna transition into the next topic?
wait
Big
sa.
monk.
What's that times?
I think like doable naman siya if 60k. I mean, look at ano.
But it's not done.
Look
That's
at
still
One Piece.
70%.
60, 100 episodes. My God, Prince of Tennis was like 200 episodes, and it had like kaning mga EPs. It had concerts.
Not fillers. Like kay Attack on Titan has no fillers man. Kay everything aning Attack on Titan it's as linear jud kayang ilahang direction ani.
So it's pretty compact.
Di ka mga board pod sa ilang episodes, which is very ganang tightly packed. Mo siya ganang sulit gid kayo per episode nimo mga matanaw ba.
Ang question sa manga, how many chapters siya?
139 na ron.
Sakto
And
lang.
then
I mean 139 will release the last episode next week.
Madami
Last
man
episode
siguro.
next
last chapter.
Is it
last
worth
chapter.
it? Is
Pero
it really
mas
worth it?
I think mas suot gid kayo sa anime ka magsugod pod.
Really? Oh, because that's how you got into it?
Visually, kuan man siya mas nindot siya compared sa if mosugod ka sa manga.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, ang soundtrack sad ang even ang opening, ma-hype ka.
Kasi na
Weird
opening.
opening German. So
Ang ako lang balik-balik ko na is the edit where say Trump is the like wall and then kanang, and then like mo go it's like it becomes like a Trump campaign ad and then si Hillary is like the final Titan and the ano.
Like mga edits nga out of this world.
Naganing local, di ba? May katong Philippines.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
there's
nindot
a
kito.
one.
Nindot kito nga pagka-animate, no?
Season 4.
Oo, nindot to eh.
Kataw sa Sasage.
No, katong
Sasage.
opening sa Attack on Titan season 4,
Yeah.
katong
Yeah,
black and
isn't
white.
that it?
Dili, ang Sasagi okay, dugay na nga season.
Okay.
Pero sa man, kusog kayang anti-war nga themes sa Attack on Titan.
Okay.
Which is why madasad mag nalingaw sa guba nga okay, it would make sense. And then ang cycle of conflict involved ba? Okay, there's an enemy outside man. If ato na lang kuan nun, like there's an enemy outside nga makig-away. That's why they're living on walls, man. Just put it that way. Without minor spoilers, ba to?
I think minor na kaya.
So, what are they gonna do aning conflict sa outside? Wala sa sila conflict sa inside. Ano more na
And
preventive
then the conflict
measures.
on the inside is that the leaders are corrupt. Okay.
Ah.
It's like a bossing say thing
Kay
where
preventive measures
kanang-
man ang
the people in the inner ring are
lahi sad na more sa Hunger Games, no?
yeah.
Pero ang wall man good, it's for preventive measures man to
Yeah.
stop people from going war
Outside.
with the outside world.
But at the same time, the wall is also made of titans.
That's what mo na na-imply sa recent chapters nga nabasa ninyo, even sa anime. Kaya na may part nga guba nilang wall and you've seen the face of Titan. Yeah, mao na. It's made of titans. And it's gonna be a huge part of the story in the coming episodes.
Wow. Are you excited na, Tines?
It's a very...
Are you gonna check it out now?
I don't know.
Have you been
I
convinced?
don't know if I can convince you, Tiny, pero...
Maybe I'll just read it to get what the hype's all about. Pero naman ko ikaw ng 7-year mark. Naghuwat ko sa Naruto na 7 years until nahuman siya.
I
And then
finished.
I'm gonna read it.
Wait, nag-Naruto.
I finished Naruto kanang years after it
mo?
ended.
No.
Unironically?
No.
No,
I watched Naruto.
I was like, I decided to have an entire summer where I read the entire Naruto chapters, and it ni boring man siya pa dong sa end na Shinobi War, kapuya
tuyok naman
di
ang
naman
Naruto.
di man siya exciting, and then
Yeah, that's also the part sa his top said ko katong Shinobi War nga nangabuhi na tanan Hokages. Yeah, dito ko ningon nga what the fuck is going on
and
here?
then their main enemy
What
was
the
some
fuck?
kind of rabbit lady.
Kunya each pagid nga Hokage ato kay backstory.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Stop this shit. Yeah. Look na kayo nag-away na sila Naruto dito niya. Flashback na sad from another
Grabe ang stretching yun sa Naruto.
Di ko ganahan.
Yeah, and then
Which is
na
why-
Boruto now, and then
nasa Boruto.
di jud ang ngayon na si Naruto would go out with Hinata.
Wow! Antay like ano? Uy! Mo-ship ba ako nila?
No,
You're losing fans.
if
You're
you,
losing fans.
I read the entire story, and the entire point of the arc is that Naruto should end up with Sakura.
No?
Naruto iyot Sakura.
Oh no, but Naruto's real love is Sasuke.
I think Naruto Iyot Sakura. I think I remembered searching for that keyword sa
Naruto
una.
Iyot Sakura.
Yeah, sa una. Pero Naruto Sakura hentai lang tingala ito ako na search.
Fantasy kayo ang
Dili iyot nga iyot.
Dili iyot kay wala pa na ni-exist ato nga time ang kana nga iyot.
Naruto X Sakura is
Pwede
the
rin. Taya Grabe
but
sa Naruto
di ang yan si Hinata marag Hinata doesn't do anything that she doesn't really do anything that makes her feel like a partner ni Naruto. It's more of she had a crush on Naruto, and then in the end murag okay, I'll fuck it. Murag yan
Para
na si
kana na
Naruto.
reparations man
Murag si
tinagay
Sakura
tungod kay
man good
namatay
ang
si Neji. Murag she feels bad nga I'm just gonna go Naruto na lang Magawa na kayo maluoy ko anin nila namatyan sila kuan. And I lost my brother.
Yeah, for me, di man sila brother good. Ano man na sila? Parehas ra sila clan, pero Neji is from the higher version of the clan.
mo ba?
Lower.
Oh, really? Neji is
I
the
forgot.
the inferior Hyuga? But mas kusog na gyapon si Neji, but siya ang namatay.
Dako, anong wala kayo, dako ba dungog ang impact sa ending sa Naruto? Or was it Hinomra
It didn't.
when it ended?
I don't know.
Si John would know.
Yeah, John would know.
Okay,
It's fucking
there was no
weird.
risk man good sa ilahan plot at pag the end. Wala na
No,
threat,
I
no?
just remember na nag-fight pa si Naruto ug si Sasuke after
maman
the
na ila.
everything, and
Maman
then they
na
lost
last.
their arms.
I think wala man kayo mystery sa Naruto pod compared sa kanang
Yeah.
if you compare nimo sa Attack on Titan nga kanang
Shonen ba dyan ang Naruto?
reveals ba I think ang Naruto was experiencing it lang murag dapat mubasa lang ka kay kanang murag invested na ka kayo kay sa kadugay nimo nga nagkuan
Oo,
ano.
na dagang kag-read na hentai.
self-contained stories na lang sa nilang kuanan per episode nga. Away lang ani nila.
Yeah, it's a typical shonen. This group of guys fights this group of guys one by one,
No
and
much
then
formula
next
of
group of
shonen.
guys.
So shonen, you have the Genki boy who is always the protagonist. Na Naruto na kaning, yeah, I can do it.
Yeah.
You can take
Yeah,
everything
friendship.
by
Na
heart.
he's kusog na
War
siya mukaon.
Saba.
Sabas.
Yeah, and then it's the people usually hate them, but they're good friends with everyone.
And then there's a lot of cunning fillers in shonen man.
Napa si John Bishonin mo.
Oh yeah.
Funny pa di
Usually they hate the Bishonen character who is moody and kanang
Moody
big
ba daw si
brood. Ganahan man na I remember John told me na, what's your type of girl? And then he said, ganahan ko kanang nakatabo niya ang usa ka mata. I was like, John, this is not an anime, you fucking weeb. But that's where I was able to tell real broody ni Johnny. But yeah.
Ang Attack on Titan man sa kayo naman si Jalay tulong ka characters nga
No,
Nasa sila
Na
stereotype, no?
trio.
Na ba?
Yeah,
Si
it's
Eren
like,
kay, kanang more pinanaruto.
Eren is the
I have a goal, I have a dream.
hardworking,
Sa-
Sabi before.
First to
Mo gani na
Mikasa is the childhood
Tulong
friend
naman ni Kubo.
na I'll protect you no matter what.
Mm.
And then Armin is the childhood friend na you'll protect me no matter what.
ano,
And then kahilakon siya.
Ano kayo? And then
Sus, if
ako,
ing ana, pagbasa na lang mong A Promised Neverland.
Yeah.
Toyo.
ni-plug na sa si
Or-
Tiny o
Stop,
kuan.
stop plugging your...
Another anime.
It's Attack on Titan time right now, okay?
So,
So,
I think that covers everything sa Attack on Titan. Or do you
Yeah.
have anything kuan pa?
okay,
No,
we'll
it's fine.
we'll talk about it again when the part 2 finale comes back.
But I recommend you all, if nag-anime mo, you should read the manga na, since the last chapter is gonna be next week. And then ready your your pitchforks or your banners if nindot or bati. So
We'll see.
what's next on
We had a big monk
Oh.
topic ganin.
nag-monk man ta, diba? We need to talk about the other monk. Si Godzilla
King's
and Kong.
Kongs.
Have you seen it?
Are you excited for it?
I don't know.
I lost excitement for the franchise.
The reason
like-
why I like this naman good kaya ang ilahang big battles lang gid ba sa cities.
For me, I think the only solid movie in the franchise is Kong Skull Island.
Wala ko nalingaw ato. Pero indot siya kay self-contained ra kay itong story, no? Gito ra siya sa kuan ba?
Yeah.
Away siya atong mga insect creatures.
You know what I realized about the franchise? Incredibly misleading ang trailers niya to the movies
Nga naman.
every single time.
Nga naman.
Since 2014 pa na Godzilla, it's kind of implied by the trailers if you watch it that Godzilla is the villain of the movie. And then Bryan Cranston is like being ominous, and then it's like it's here to kill us, and then si Godzilla ang naa. But when you watch it, it turns out that Godzilla is the savior, and then the enemies are the Muto ba ito?
Ano to sila sa trailer?
Wala, they
Wala,
weren't
no.
in the trailer.
No.
Godzilla is the only thing there, and
this-
then you'd think that the movie is returning to
Dili
that
man
Godzilla is a villain.
Kaya ang Godzilla King of the Monsters kay ni showcase magid sila nga tulo ka kontra si Godzilla ato.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he was the hero na ato. Okay, we need him. Yeah, mabito ang trailer.
Yeah, because that's how the first movie ended. But ang akong kasamukan is like, pag-abot na sa Godzilla King of Monsters, remember when the trailer came out and then the music was Claire de Lune ba ang tawag? By Debussy?
Tong tong tong.
Yeah, yeah. And it was
Ano
like,
naman?
grabe ka art ang pagkahim mo sa trailer that you would like, I honestly, I don't know.
Nagano na ka nga art film yung mga
Yeah,
A24 nga
because
A24 nga film.
nailad ko because nabiya na sa Atonement ang kanang Claire de
Ang Claire de
Lune.
Lune?
And it's so like murag you're selling a monster movie but the music is Claire de Lune.
Kaya
So
ko kayo.
like naghuna-huna na ka na, oh shit, I'm in for some art shit right now. I'm
Ruby
in
had-
for some nature shit.
Nadalang ka sa Debussy.
Nadako
Para
ato
lang
because it sets that tone. And then like, and it wasn't that movie at all. It became very like, it's a monster movie again, hapon. And then like,
Lina, no, it's a monster movie again. It's a monster movie, man, Jude.
yeah, yeah.
Ikaw may nailad.
No.
Like, there's nothing to
a lot
expect. aside
a lot
from
of
monster
people
movies.
in the comments of the teasers are always like, this is how you sell a movie, or like, man, I like nailad ko sa movie because like it was so like unique ang paggamit niya na nag. It's like selling, I don't know. Give
Anyone
me a
can make a trailer nga na Claire Debussy.
no, but
Ay, Claire de Lune nga.
no, lahi man ang tone na imong iset if movie na, for example, what if I sold you Avengers Infinity War and then Claire de Lune ang music niya? Wouldn't you think na it would be like different at least if inga na. So
Classy ko nung kay.
so lahi na siya, and then after the Claire de Lune trailer, now they're selling Godzilla vs Kong, and it's all full of like rap na,
Rap
and then
na
it's
to.
all like murag,
Gano kang rap? Ano kang
coming
rap?
at you.
Ay, di ko ganahan pagka-racist.
No,
rap man to, eh.
but ilan ang gi-embrace ang kanang, this is an action movie, this is what it is. Inga na.
Okay, rin gawa na gyud. Kanang ang battles rin gyud ang apas. You don't expect
Yeah.
anything ani nga Kino cinema nga kanang Blade Runner 2049.
Nailad siya ko King of Monsters na makaingon ko.
Galing ako ato. I saw it sa cinema. Na-shock ko sa scale. Yun kay special effects.
Dagan siya mga dark nga moments para ma-hide ang CG.
Oo.
No?
Gito.
Yeah.
Especially kaning
Depende
Godzilla
sila sa
Kong.
fights po. So far, sa ilang kuhan. Kaning franchise.
Especially po din Godzilla vs. Kong. Kay akong friend, nakakita siya, baguhay lang. Nya, na siya gi-share nga concerns nga ang animation daw, it can get a little wonky daw.
Godzilla vs. Kong. It's from the director of Netflix's Death Note.
What the fuck? No! Karon po ko ano?
Yeah. And then after Death Note came out, everyone was like, "This guy is directing Godzilla vs. Kong."
Abi na kog si ang director ni kay si who's the other guy? But
Jordan Vo Roberts. No, that
fuck.
That fell through.
like each movie nagsulod sa MonsterVerse lahi ang director niya.
Oh, katong King of the Monsters, was it him?
Uh,
Lahi ito. There's another director siya nga.
Lahi ito siya nga director.
Me man to siya. I joined a Facebook group man ng Godzilla Kong posting ba. Ay, Toho posting man niya. Grabe kasi like simp ni Godzilla jud.
Yeah.
Nya every time nga nag-promote og Godzilla King of the Monsters sa una, ila jud nga hashtag nga. Kasi taas nga hashtag nga. Watch Godzilla King of the Monsters April 21st. Like full hashtag yun. Nya ilagay na i-share. Nya mo share sa kog appeal kay hype kayo ba ang feeling.
Yeah.
Simp kasi lang ni Godzilla yun.
And then
Mora na, lingaw lang ko sa kanang
Okay.
inside jokes ba sa katong shitposting group.
So, ang kanang group nimo, excited kayo sila sa Godzilla vs. Kong?
Wala ko yung dungog.
Because what I've heard though is that the movie is going to embrace that Godzilla is a villain na.
Really? Kaya ka mag-theories daw nga, this is gonna be Mechazilla daw.
Yeah, some people are saying that, but so far I haven't read anything. Di ko mag-internet until I've seen it, so I'm gonna watch it after this. But
Bitaw.
yeah, I like the concept bitaw. Even first movie pa lang I was on board that Godzilla was the villain, and I was annoyed that Godzilla is a protector. Why? And then like kanang because Godzilla though is supposed to be a metaphor for kanang the nukes that were dropped on Japan.
Lines sa kayo if they're gonna make him feel the bad guy.
Yeah, because they were
Bad
kanang it was forbidden though to talk about the bombs that were dropped dito sa Japan, and then you can't talk about it. So
Gojira.
they came with Gojira para naa sila something to cope with the national trauma.
Copium na nila.
Yeah. So like na-disappoint ko na Godzilla is not a protector. He's a
So unsa mga metaphor si Kong?
I don't know, human ingenuity.
Kaya di ko to
He's a big monk.
big monk.
He's a titan.
Rap music starts playing.
Music starts playing. Hey, lingaw ba ang katong Kong Skull Island na naa si John C. Reilly? I really like John C. Reilly in that one, and he had like a katana. And sige kung binuang sa...
Comic relief naman siya to, no?
No, he was kind of a core of the movie.
Nakalimot
Na,
mo,
he was an emotional core of the
Wise
movie.
kuhan, wise.
Yeah, it was an Obi-Wan
Oh,
type.
Siya
Na,
man
I've
itong
been
caveman.
here for years.
Yeah.
And then like you have to like kanang Kong is like he's a friend, and then nice kayo kay there's like a shot of him holding his like katana, and then sige kung binuang sa katong Step Brothers. Remember Step Brothers with Will Ferrell? Nasa siya katana ato, and then he's like, look at that, you see who signed that? American Idol's Randy Jackson. And then nasa siya autograph on the samurai sword.
Kong is a homie, you know.
Yeah. Hey bro. Tarungan na bro.
East versus West. But
We don't know how it ends, and we wouldn't want to spoil it. But how do you think people are gonna watch it? It's not on HBO Go.
No, wait.
Wala siya sa HBO Go?
No, ang trending karon kay Godzilla King of the Monsters. And then I kept looking and I searched Godzilla vs. Kong. And wala na.
Maybe late ang pag-release. Check it again daw later.
It's supposed to come out this... I'll check it again later. But I remember I checked it yesterday.
Torrent na lang eh.
Di, ang yesterday kay 31 man sa gawas.
Hey, ako, napraning ba ako because after we suggested na mag-torrent the last episode, na down ang YTS. And then I was like, did we do that?
Gabi ako dato good.
Because of our listeners?
listeners.
What listeners? 30? 16?
Yeah, but...
There's a lot.
No, but...
There's a lot?
Sayang kayo if they didn't release Godzilla vs. Kong on HBO Go, kay if the site crashed just because of ZSJL, and then they have a lot of kanang subscribers right now, why would they not kanang just keep dropping content so people can keep sticking to it?
Weird, no? Maybe it's a creator nga issue ba, hindi siya ganahan.
Yeah.
Okay, I read a headline man daw nga hindi siya ganahan.
Yeah, a lot of people
Ganong,
didn't like
HBO
the HBO Max na model because, first of all, it was just WB trying to save its streaming service kay it was failing daw. So what they did was they took their lineup for 2021 and then they put it on the streaming service para at least na ay traffic na padong.
Kaya nga eh. Nya kabawpid sila nga.
Nag-hater si Nolan. Like, suko kay si Nolan and then said
Anti-streaming man siya, diba?
anti-streaming siya kay you're supposed to watch it in a theater or whatever. And then asamo kay Tenet months later came out on HBO Max and then ning headlines ang kanon. Tenet comes out on HBO Max months after Nolan calls it the shittiest streaming service.
Yeah, batik yapon kay sound mixing.
Ang Tenet.
Tenet.
What you gonna do? It's not about sound, it's about visuals.
Visuals? Tenet? Nalitoy ko ande eh.
If you look at it from afar, you will understand unsa jud ang plano ni Nolan ato.
I think
but
that's
it's not
his like worst movie for me, Jud.
Really?
Yeah.
Tananananet?
Tananat, yeah.
Wala
Wala impact yun. Weird kay ang lines, ang dialogue. Kaya friendship nila ni Pattinson and black guy.
Wow.
Protagonist.
Protagonist.
Isa tiningan.
I know his name. Isn't he anak ni Kuan? Denzel Washington.
No.
Yeah.
Ordered
Son
my
of
hot
Denzel?
sauce, now we're go.
Info dump.
No wonder he's a hari.
Pero kung gikuha na ito, gisimp na ko dudok si Debicki.
Uy,
Honey,
man from Uncle pa lang mag-simp ko anang ni Elizabeth Debicki.
Why is she so tall?
Hey, in Guardians, she was put like full golden lady.
Cool
So
ito siya
hot.
to.
Dili, pero parang ako, best Elizabeth Debicki is Man from Uncle Debicki.
I have
Kita nakagman from
Puta
Uncle.
ka pa na.
Bay, tanaw. Nara sa
That's
Netflix.
Netflix ito.
It's very nice when you get to see someone as charming as Henry Cavill be like an charming villain jud na mag-iyot jud siya mga babae and then like spy jud siya. It was apparently cult movie na ang Man from Uncle. Okay. It didn't succeed in the box office but a lot of people loved it and now there's rumors na a sequel's coming.
Nga movie ito ni Reload si Kuan.
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible. Then Reload just yung fists ba?
Oh my god, Henry Cavill.
Mabuang if mukuan ay.
I fell asleep in the theater. Kay wako'y tog ato.
Malingaw jud kung Mission Impossible nga.
What if
Mas guilty pleasure siya nako.
Yeah, for me, Mission Impossibles are just like watch Tom Cruise do this and then like loose lang ang ano sa story niya. I liked how they were.
Set pieces nila.
I liked how they were different ang young director until Mission Impossible 5. And then right now, they just decided to take the director of 5 and then like siya na lang ang director going forward. But it was like Brian De Palma was the first one, and then second one was John Woo, third was J.J. Abrams, and fourth was Brad Bird. Na muna yung first na live
Bird,
action.
isn't the Pixar guy?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, wow, this is actually an interesting na Mission Impossible series. But then, wala na yung ang type of...
Si director rin.
Ross Marquand. Marquand. But, yeah, what were we
Di ba
talking
mo
about?
pag mga Final Fantasy?
Oh
nga
yeah,
ba?
nag-start
Have
like
some
Final
time.
Fantasy.
I thought we
Mga
were
10
talking about
minutes.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So far, ang Falcon kay... Okay, Rasad, for
Do
me.
you like it more than WandaVision?
Wala, I can't say pa. Kay 2 episodes naman good. And then funny pa kayo ba, kay ang Falcon and the Winter Soldier introduced something nga the Avengers need to unionize daw. Nga sum ni
Kung sila swildo.
swildo day.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, kanang... but it's interesting that they're asking these kinds of questions and we're finding out unsa jud ang repercussions aning people disappear for like 5 years and then come back. And
Actually, swildo. Imagine that, huh?
And we get to see into their lives, Jude. Na kaning like they're actually struggling.
Yeah.
They're not getting ano.
Kuan sila, they're treated as regular citizens ani nga siya. Pero nasa lang mga hero moments gihapon, nasa
Yeah.
like
the
sideline
action set pieces are like, it's kind of like,
movie level na siya.
yeah, movie level lang yung action
shock
set
ko.
pieces.
Katong first few minutes sa Falcon, gabi ha.
No, katong he's just flying around.
Open ako big screen. This is supposed to be on the big screen unta. Mindot to.
But so far, compare it to WandaVision though.
I can say nga wala pa ko ma-compare kay ang Falcon and the Winter Soldier good kay vast conspiracy man good sa Marvel universe good, and it takes place 6 months after Endgame, so dako na kayo effects ang aliens, wizards and kuan
Big three.
ano to big three ganin nila, aliens,
Wizards
wizards
and cyborgs.
cyborgs, yeah.
Where are the cyborgs?
Yeah.
Androids.
Androids.
Vision. Compared to WandaVision kay internal conflict or biya to ni Wanda.
Yeah.
It's all about her.
I can tell na
Wala kay-
personally kanang WandaVision, I'm not enjoying the episode as much as I want to. And I'm only really into the next episode because I want to find out what their big tease is.
Si Zemo.
Yeah, and then like pag-abot sa Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I like na each episode is like an hour long. So like kanang I'm actually enjoying it while I'm watching it.
Yeah, kay Falcon has 6 episodes raman. Not 9 sa compared sa WandaVision.
Yeah,
I
for some reason WandaVision Jude is like it's not, maybe it's just not for me,
I
but
think like it had a lot of potential.
No, nakanindot sa WandaVision kay ila raman yung gitest ang ilang waters sa Disney Plus.
no, the first show
After
that was
Rachel.
supposed to come out was Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
So nindot ilang gibuhat sa
But,
WandaVision kay
WandaVision was it wasn't the complete thing that they wanted to show. Okay, it was supposed to be bigger, like kanang rabbit ni Agnes was supposed to be something. It was supposed to be some kind of demon.
Mephisto.
And then no, not Mephisto. It was never part of it, I think. But there were supposed to be more things where katong si Rambo, si Monica. She was supposed to do more things though in the finale, but
Where
because
did
of
you
the
read this?
I reported on it. Karang
Before
Monang Ninga was after the finale because a lot of people thought it was kind of subpar that they were just throwing lasers at each other. And it's because modong na disturb ang iyang production because of the Rona. So they had to compensate and nahimog smaller ang iyang ano.
they had to rush it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pero
But Falcon and the Winter Soldier for me, it's more back to formula. Like it's more traditional na Marvel. But I think it would have been the better opener into the TV because it's a better transition na mas duol siya sa movie formula.
a lot of people were whining about ano ba yung Wanda. And I'm like, this isn't Marvel. This isn't
Lagi.
why
It's
It's just
sa episodic
a
format.
sitcom.
Nindot
Diki,
din mo ba siya?
Ang each episode mga tugod kay cliffhanger pud ba? So
Yeah.
mao kuyaw sa kay to, murag delikado pud to.
It's for me. It wasn't enjoyable like as you watch it. And the only reason you're back is because you want answers.
I had fun. I enjoyed it. I liked the campy, like, return to the 80s. Like,
Yun na to nga
Okay.
transitions no.
yeah.
Like
But,
changing the aspect ratio na.
I just wish, like, there was more eeriness to it.
I wish it was longer.
Nawa ilang eeriness the moment nga
Yeah.
nag-reveals na. Lain na
Yeah, no?
Na kuan ko ato.
Yeah, nakwangan ko sa reveal. I was like, who the fuck is Agnes? And what does she want? And, like, what the fuck is, like Scarlet Witch? What does it have to do with anything?
You're the Scarlet Witch, and I was just like, is that supposed to mean
He
something?
said the name. DiCaprio ba?
DiCaprio
He said the
pointing.
name. Right. Yeah, so
But
Falcon-
we'll see where Falcon and the Winter Soldier goes. I really like, that red-haired girl, si Erin Kellyman, katong the leader of the Flag
Ako si Andy
Smashers.
Eigenman gito siya do. Puto na ko si Andy Eigenman man eh, oh.
She was. Have you seen
Buntis na
Solo?
po siya.
Have you seen Solo: A Star Wars Story?
No, but I heard she's there.
Yeah, she's Enfys Nest.
Mask.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she's also like some kind of rebel leader there. So basically, they just
She's
took
a
that
rebel
character
girl.
and put her in a Marvel movie.
Na-pigeonhole na siya ng role.
But you should watch Solo because I really love that
Yeah,
movie.
nandun sa akong list.
Yeah.
Dahil kong movies to watch pa ron, and I had no time to keep playing games. Anyway,
Yeah,
wait,
oh.
speaking of games,
Speaking of games.
we could end this. We're gonna end this topic with Final Fantasy VII because Bayani.
No, I have a lot to talk about. I can't just rush my talk about Aerith with you.
Bayani
She's
is
my new
simping
girlfriend.
over Aerith recently, and
What we
and then
we just gotta say no. We got 10 minutes, so can we talk about Aerith?
yeah, Aerith.
Um,
Did you know that Aerith in the original Final Fantasy VII was like a one-dimensional character?
I would imagine.
Everyone character.
Kaya low pa man ilang graphics atong
Yeah.
time, so one dimension kasi.
Every character sa Final Every character sa Final Fantasy sa una kay wala pa na sila yung mga
Personalities. Really?
Which
what
is
did
why
they do? Like,
wala mag text box ra, chat bubble ra.
don't you think na I think material like video games sa una kay supplemented ba na sila by like lore books and magazines, don't you
Yeah.
think?
Nice sila yung personalities niya. Aerith is this innocent girl, holy, and then the thing na nakaindot sa remake, kay gitagaan og new personality si Aerith.
How about the other characters like Tifa?
Tifa is still the same, pero mas ni flesh out ay
No, sige ko katawa
Kasi
ni
ni-flash out niya.
yang honkers, yang
Wow.
lumpas.
her memories. What is the non-offensive way to say titties?
Milkers.
Her
But anyway, si Aerith Kay
Hey, man.
nitagaan yung siya new personality ani nga dili siya kanang generic nga kanang holy innocent girl.
Yeah.
Kay mo man yan direction sa original lore.
Uh-huh.
Karen kay mo siya kanang shit talker, mutubag siya mo
Yeah,
gani,
she's
no?
spunky. And
Kabaw
then,
siya
like,
mutubag na.
cutesy kasi.
Itagaan gyud siya new identity ani and this is the mo na siya ang pinakanindot nga criticism ay more feedback for remake daw. Ang Aerith's redevelopment as a character.
Okay.
So eventually you know about the story how she
I just know that like I only know from girlfriend reviews na kanang the boyfriend like considers Aerith like his girlfriend from when he was 13. Okay, that's when he played it. And then like Morag, okay, so I got into the game knowing that Aerith is supposed to be some kind of love interest for Cloud.
she is a love interest in Cloud game.
Dili si Tifa? Because I'm
No,
pretty
silang
sure it's
duha.
Tifa. Oh, okay, so it's
Mo nang game-play sa game. Nag-torn si Cloud ining duha ba kay
and then si Jessie, apil-apil lang na.
Palapin na si Jessie. Thirstier again na siya yung character.
Everyone wants to ban Cloud, but Cloud is such a fucking asshole. I swear to God, I hate Cloud Strife.
You doon siya. Di kay
All my friends hate Cloud.
Dili man good kay si Cloud kay kanang naman siya yung gay fantasy ni Sephiroth. God mo, di siya ka-let go.
Yeah.
Di siya ka-let go aniyang kuhan.
Okay.
Kay Cloud is so obsessed aniyang
Kaya
kanang
nga siya.
twink lagi siya. Na siya yung nemesis ni, ano siya yung nemesis si long-haired, long sword guy. Long sword ha. So, he can't get over it sa iyang head. Gana siya pirmi kani si Sephiroth. So, watch yung time aning milkers ni Tifa and
Stop calling them milkers, you fucking misogynist.
kuan ni Aerith. So, torn siya. Wala siya ipakiya na. Pero, ni grow man good sa remake. Eventually, you feel nga he can kuan din.
But I do not like Cloud at all. I've played 13 hours of it and I still think Cloud is an asshole. But the waifus in the game are like the main reason I'm staying.
They're selling you the waifus you're in a game.
Intense ang eye contact sa mga characters when they look at your character. And then like they're always like complimenting you when they go like you're really strong, huh? Hey, you'll protect me, right?
Manang ato nag-appear mo ni Aerith.
Huh? Lagi, and then it's like mag high five, and it's like I'm so mad at Cloud na dili ni ay high five. Like,
Wala, socially inept.
you fucking Cloud, i-high five na lang good si Aerith. And then ang samo kay, whenever I give items, like I talk to Aerith like a girlfriend, like, huy, ako na ba giyata ko nag-potion out to? Ipag-potion sa babe.
Is he really using that kind of
What?
dialogue?
Oh yeah, like I'm on the couch and he's like, babe, I'm gonna like help you, babe.
Oh
babe,
my
shut up,
God.
It's like, babe, don't go near the house. Makana na yung HP. Aerith, baby. And then like, when I'm in the shop, it's like, nakay weapons for my girlfriend. It's like, okay.
Ano?
Aerith, tatagan sa diga aning magic na stick. Bati man ang stats aning nga stick. Balik ka na.
Guess it's time for me to look for a new boyfriend.
You know what? Also, the hentai of kanang Final Fantasy, top tier
Top
S
tier,
class.
Kuha ganun siya good. This is the best thing that's coming up. Nigawas sa Final
This
Fantasy
is the best thing out of
yun.
Final Fantasy.
Ang ilahang SFM porn material.
Grabe ka.
This super basement energy.
A dark web na
now.
ni. Sorry guys.
None of us just a Twitter surface. You just search Tifa
Mga
hentai.
man of culture nga part.
We're gonna end with a man of culture now.
This is the kuan. Grabe jud ang. Did you know nga si Tifa ang pinaka-most kanang
Search.
daghan jud kayo.
Most Rule
search
34.
Yeah.
Even before
video game
remake.
character.
Yeah.
On par sila sa Evangelion nga
Whoa.
silang
Yeah, I can actually say that Evangelion also has a lot of like top
Misato?
tier na
Yeah.
doujins.
Asuka,
Hindi naman
Rei.
kinahanglan ng doujins.
Kita naman dito daan.
No. Like, there's some
No.
really cool ones with Asuka. And kanang si... Kitsa nga yung teacher? Si Misato Sensei?
Misato, yeah.
Yeah.
But back to Final Fantasy. Katong porn, di ba?
Yeah.
Grabe ilang kuan.
There's a
quality,
lot of
no?
it. And kanang... It's like the people who made the video games made them because there are these communities where kanang nindutahay sila sa model where you can see like kanang blemishes in the skin and then the body moves realistically. It's so good.
Yeah. Gina. Kay,
And then
So, ganahan mo kay remake po ng porn
they have
nila.
remake Final Fantasy 34 remake.
Final Fantasy Rule 34 remake. Hinduta, bitaw.
But it's very good. Makaingon jud ko na hentai is an art like murag
Yeah, commission na siya good kay lisod sa i-animate kay you have there are other modders man who make that SMM form nga kuha nila ang resources sa game and then make it into that form.
Yeah, and they get like I think they even add more to it pagani na kanang they make the skin like move more
Ang
realistically.
Ang assets kay pagka-model gid.
Yeah. So that's the only reason to get into Final Fantasy basically.
No, you should not. The story of Final Fantasy overarching na siya nga lore about protecting the planet from kanang bioterrorism ba.
Yeah, I know. It's like I think racist beyond katong character ni Barrett. It's like
black man sila ba?
but he's like what I think Japanese people imagine
Oh,
black
black
guys
people.
are like. And then it's
Silang
like,
shagit.
sumukha ni nga paghimo sa character and then white ang yung daughter.
Bitaw nga naman to, no? Na may lore daw, na lore daw.
Na siguro yung lore.
Na lore na nga si Tifo, si Barrett.
But right now,
I'm kidding.
I'm still in the middle of it, so I can't delve that
Dar or
deeply
Doujin?
with it.
Nagini Doujin na. Like lagi
Si
black
Tifa
Tifa
o
o
si
si Barrett. Daghan kayo.
There's, I think some of it is that because Tifa is supposed to be like going around the slums be able to find odd jobs, and of course you're gonna come up with the like,
gabiho,
I don't
eh.
have money to pay for you, Tifa. So what does Tifa do?
Okay, this was part sa game nga to na lakaw-lakaw mo, and then Tifa's using her charm.
Yeah,
So like, this is gonna
it's like Tifa, you're used to this.
dagan kay ma-awaken ano yung artists gyud.
Grabe, like
Baity gyud siya.
waifu Jude.
It's the selling point sa 7.
Yeah, but
The characters.
right now I don't know unsa pang how long I have left you. Apparently you say wapa ko 30% in
It's
the game.
18, chapter 18 na last.
Oh, okay. So, chapter 9 ako.
Layo pa ka.
Yeah. But
But then again, what you're playing right now kay first 30% na sa actual stories of Final Fantasy VII.
it's free on it's free on PS Plus.
Karang
That's why I got it because they're prepping for the DLC na padung. Yeah.
Which adds Yuffie, katong ninja nila nga character.
Yeah. So check that out. I think PlayStation ka might as well check that out to understand the hype or check out Attack on Titan or whatever. So that's up. That's our time now for the podcast. So salamat kayo, 30. Oh wait, why are you thanking me? You're part of the show. You're. Salamat Tiny for letting us use your living room.
And thank you,
your dining
listeners,
room.
sa inyong papaminaw.
Yeah, please tell us other stuff that you want for us to talk
We will
about.
talk about more in the next episode.
Yeah, the next episode.
Anything involved, unsa na said,
Hopefully,
kinahanglan porn.
hopefully
Overwatch.
no more COVID scares. We can
Yeah.
talk more about hentai. I would actually like to.
Yeah.
But Man of Culture podcast.
Oh, we forgot to talk about Pornhub's and Barren Soil.
we don't have the time.
Na-remove it on amateur
Yeah.
videos.
Oh
You have
shit.
10 seconds.
Okay.
It's
but-
bad.
Okay, Pornhub bad. But thank you so much for listening, and we hope to talk some more again next week.
See you soon, guys, and bye-bye.
Bye.